Assalamu alaikum everyone, and now it's time for the third and final game of the day. Czech Republic taking on Kazi Kings in semi-final 2 for the plate championship. Here's the first ball, an outswinger from Iqbal Ilahi, wided by the umpire. Very grumpy was Iqbal Ilahi with the call. He was trying to pitch the ball up and get an outside edge, but unfortunately it was a bit too wide. Started a bit too wide and kept on going away. Decides to go back of length on that occasion, and the batter Faiz Murshid picks up a single, and he's up and running with the bat from the bat as well. Ashish Das was the man who got that single. Faiz Murshid is now getting ready to face his first delivery. So the news from the middle, it's a very shocking decision for me actually. Kazi Kings have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. I just do not understand the thought process here. That's gone up in the air. Falls in no man's land, should just be a single. Yes, it is. We saw in the first game, Warriors winning the toss, bowling first and losing. We saw in the second game, Blues Cricket Club winning the toss, bowling first and losing. And for some strange reason, Kazi Kings have decided to win the toss and bowl first as well. Remember, when they come out to chase whatever total they will have to chase, it will be the 6th innings on this pitch. And I have been mentioning right from the start, oh, there's an opportunity though. That would have been a good start to start off with the wicket. Ashish Das threw his hands at that one, got a thickish outside edge. The keeper just missed it. Should have been an easy catch. Should have gone with two hands. It was a lazy attempt at grabbing that ball from the wicket keeper. Very disappointing. Iqbal Ilahi was grumpy with the umpire for the wide call. Would be grumpier now with the wicket keeper for such a lazy attempt in such a big game. Ashish Das is on strike. For some reason, our scorecard is showing him as Faiz Murshid. Another error, unfortunately. We've had a host of it today, unfortunately. We'll solve it quickly. But make no mistakes, Ashish Das on strike. He has hoisted it away up in the air, and another one goes down. 2 drops in the first over. So Kazi Kings, you win the toss. You take the strange decision of bowling first, and then you drop 2 catches to start off. Okay, that's a demoralizer. That's a team killer. That's a morale killer. I hope they can come back from this, and I hope Ashish Das can take advantage of this from a batting point of view. We're stuck once again on the scorecard. For 1 over done, it's 8 for none. Should have been 1 down at least. And of course, Rangpur Riders is our title sponsor. The last man stands. We're powered by TSports. Our drinking partner is Acme. Manik Mia is now coming on to bowl. Once again, the scoreboard has gotten stuck. Ashish Das gets beaten again. Is really being tentative now, understandably so. Got dropped twice in the first over. It's understandable that he would be watchful against Manik Mia. But he got beaten on the first delivery. The next ball is a big booming drive, but it picks out long off. It's 9 for none. Faiz Murshid now on strike. Oh, it's turned back in. Murshid just gets a little tickle. And he will pick up a couple of runs. If he had missed that, that would have been very interesting. We saw Niamul produce a delivery like that in the previous game where the ball was slow, pitched outside off, but turned back in and cleaned up the batter. We almost saw a repeat there, but Faiz Murshid was able to tickle it away nicely. The scoreboard is back up and running, thankfully. Makes life easier for everyone. Oh, lovely delivery from Manik Mia. Big appeal. Big appeal. Mushfiq Natal says no, and the wicketkeeper just throws the ball in onto the pitch. A silly thing to do. That will ruin the shine of the ball. I understand you're grumpy, but don't want to harm your team's chances by doing something silly like that. Eventful start this far. Oh, straight delivery whipped away by Faiz Morshed. If he had missed that, he was plumb. It's a very straight ball. 2 overs done. Tech Republic are 12 for none. An eventful beginning. It could have easily been 2 down. Instead, they're 12 for none. Iqbal Ilahi to continue. Wow. A leave in LMS cricket. Now I'm going to say a lot of things now. The first game, the team defending won by 1 run. In the second game, the team defending won by 12 runs. And you're out here leaving deliveries. Wow. Beautiful away swinger there, Iqbal Ilahi. We saw in swing from Anubhav Das Papon in the previous game, and now we're seeing outswing from Iqbal Ilahi. Shortens his length, skiddier delivery. Faiz Morshed can't catch up with that one. 3 dots in a row. I really can't imagine a batter leaving a delivery in a 100-ball game. It's not like we're playing on a green top. Goes short again, this time pulled away nicely by Faiz Morshed and pulled away for a boundary. A poor delivery from Iqbal Ilahi. He was bowling so nicely, pitching the ball up, for no reason goes for the variation and gets it away for a boundary. Sometimes the bowlers just try to vary things just for the sake of it. You were bowling brilliant outswingers, you had the batsman in cahoots, and you just decide to bowl short and get it away for an easy boundary. And that releases the pressure, and Faiz Morshed would be feeling much better about himself. Another short delivery. Nicely played away. I do not understand why Iqbal Ilahi suddenly went away from his full length. Anyway, 3 overs done, 17 for none. Floaty delivery, played away very nicely there by HM, and an easy boundary. Help yourself stuff there. Short wide delivery, and the batter did help himself. Second boundary. Oh, that's Ashish Das, apologies. No, that was definitely Faiz Morshed. Once again, the scoreboard confusing me. The viewers do not get confused by what you're seeing. It's Faiz Morshed who hit a boundary of the previous over, and it's Faiz Morshed who is on strike, and it's Faiz Morshed who has hit a boundary again. Faiz Morshid decides to leave again. Wow. He will get a bye, but I just do not understand the logic behind leaving deliveries alone in a 100-ball game. Ashish Das is now on strike. Swung away to the onside. Get a single. Leading edge, but there's no one to grab that catch. Understandable. In LMS, we hardly see fielders inside the circle. Nice ball there from Manik Mia. Nice variation. Nazimuddin Manik to bowl the final ball. Gets an outside edge from the bat of Ashish Das. And is that a boundary? Hold in. Brilliant bit of fielding there. That's the desperation you need to show in a knockout game. Nazimuddin Manik has been unlucky, to say the least, here. He's pretty grumpy. He's pretty disappointed. 4 overs done. Ashish Das and HM Faiz Morshid are both out there, and they have been lucky. 4 overs done. Tech Republic at 26 for none. Ashish Das is not on 20. 2 boundaries from Faiz Morshid have been credited to Ashish Das by mistake. So hopefully our team can solve that quickly. Kazi Fahad is now getting ready to bowl, the skipper. Nazimuddin Manik has bowled a couple of pretty good overs without much luck, and so has Iqbal. Fifth over about to begin. Kazi Fahad, a dibbly-doubler at best. And he really should be bowling with the keeper up to the sticks. Beautiful full toss to start off. Faiz Morshid just picks up a single. These are the deliveries you need to be putting out of the ground, not just patching it for singles. Better delivery there from Kazi Fahad. I really do not understand the logic behind winning the toss and bowling first when it's the third and final game of the day. And when you have seen in the previous 2 games the chasing side losing, bit of in swing, but ill-directed from Kazi Fahad. He's got 2-2-2 on his back. He'll be hoping to pick up a couple of wickets here to stifle the start of Tech Republic. Another poor delivery. This is sloppy from Kazi Fahad and Kazi Kings. Beautifully opens the face of the bat on that occasion and picks up an easy boundary. It's been way too easy. Yes, the batters have been lucky, but the bowlers have dished out a lot of freebies as well. That was another one. Kazi Fahad off to a pretty demoralizing start with the ball in hand. Wides and now a boundary. It was a better delivery, but still missing leg. Wasn't an appeal there at all from Kazi Fahad either. A very expensive start from him. He's gone for 10 in his first over. 5 overs done. Tech Republic are going along very nicely. They're 37 for none. Why did Kazi Kings win the toss and decide to bowl first is something I would love to know. And I'm pretty sure at this point in time they are definitely regretting that decision. They've had a few chances, of course, and they have wasted all of them. And when you are playing against a mighty batting lineup, a mighty side like Czech Republic, you need to take all your chances. You cannot give the batters any chance. Mohammad Munir Zaman has now finally come on to bowl. It's very surprising that he did not use the new ball. It's very, very surprising because we've seen previously he's a wonderful exponent of the new ball. He generates a fair degree of outswing. And I really do not understand the thought process behind winning the toss bowling first and not using your best bowler up front. Iqbal Ilahi got a lot of outswing, so I'm pretty sure Mohammad Munir would have been pretty handy with the new ball as well. Chipped away uppishly there. Faiz Morshed gets another single. Both the batters are feeling pretty good now. 40 for none we saw in the previous game. ASC got a good start. And now we're seeing Czech Republic repeat the dose. It's a short delivery from Munir. I don't understand why the length has been so short from the Kazi Kings bowlers. Iqbal Ilahi was getting a fair degree of outswing, but then decided to go short. A lovely grab there from the wicketkeeper. Not out, but at least he saved some runs. A harmless over passes by. 6 overs done. It's 41 for none. Kazi Fahad to continue. Ashish Das swung himself off his feet with that shot. Gets the toe end of the bat. He'll just get a single. Bit of a lull out there at this point in time. Kazi Kings have been shaken by the start by Czech Republic. And they're not showing much energy. And that's an easy boundary for HM Faiz Morshed. The shots he has played, the boundaries he has gotten, they've all looked effortless. Just laid a bat on everything, and they've gone away for a boundary. They need to do something about this, Kazi Kings. This is getting out of hand very, very quickly. Floated. Uppish cover drive there from HM Faiz Morshed. It was lofted. But unfortunately for him, it picks out the fielder. It's a single. Kazi Fahad floating everything up outside the off stick, staying away from the leg side because conceded a couple of wides in the previous over. Goes back off a length on that occasion. Punched away by Ashish. Too easy at this point in time for Czech Republic. They're a power pack batting lineup anyway. They've been helped by some poor bowling and poor fielding from Kazi Kings. They have just not turned up today. Not as of yet, they have been pretty poor. Another punch off the back foot that gets stopped at the boundary. And that's 50 up for Czech Republic in only 7 overs. They're 50 for none. And this is looking very, very threatening for the bowling side, Kazi Kings. Munir Zaman to continue. His first over, he conceded 4 runs. He's got 4 on his back as well. Ashish Das once again tries to hike it away to the onside. Misses it completely, the ball keeping low on that occasion. Whipped away powerfully. We'll pick out the fielder. See, Munir Zaman has been taken away from his comfort zone. Normally he would open the bowling, he would use the new cherry and generate a fair degree of outswing. But has been asked to come on and bowl in the middle today, and as a result is not getting any kind of swing. Still is doing a decent job. He's keeping the batters honest. They need some inspiration, Kazi Kings. It's not happening for them at this point in time. If not wickets, they need to keep things tight. Few quiet overs are needed so that the batters may make a mistake and throw their wickets away. Swung away powerfully by Ashish Das and swung away for a boundary. Ruins the over for Munir. 8 overs done. 56 for none. Chayan Sharkar is now coming on to bowl. Can he produce something good for his side? Short wide delivery. Faiz Morshed just lays his bat down on that one. Picks up easy couple of runs. Kazi Kings just are lacking a lot of energy at this point in time. They're a bit lethargic the way the bowlers are bowling. It's just not working for them. They should have never decided to bowl first, having won the toss. That's a lovely delivery from Chayan Sharkar. Unfortunately gets wided. But he did beat the outside edge of Faiz Morshed's bat. Runs keep on coming though, 8.1 overs, 59 for none. Faiz Morshed gets beaten again, second wide of the over. Legal ball, but 3 runs will be added. This is just terrible stuff from Kazi Kings. fearing the worst here for them. They need a couple of strikes to lift them, otherwise this is going to get away from them very badly. The two batters are playing it very smartly. They know that the fielding side is down, and they're just not taking any chances. They're just playing percentage cricket, and they're taking advantage of the gifts being dished up or offered up by the bowling side. Ashish Das swings and misses again. We have seen in the ongoing Cricket World Cup that quite a few captains have won the toss, decided to bowl first and kill the game for their side. And you're fearing something like that for the Kazi Kings. Swatted away by Ashish Das, and that's a huge sixer. Magnificent hit from Ashish Das to end over number 9. It's 69 for none. AB Rakib, the experienced AB Rakib, comes on to bowl. Again, a single gets picked up. It's just too easy. 70 on the board already into the 10th over. And that's another wide. They have dished up so many wides of Kazi Kings. They're just not up for the occasion here, Kings. And that's gone away. Just too easy. You want to pick up singles, you can pick up singles. You want to leave balls, you'll get wides. You want to hit a 6, you can hit a 6. You want to hit a boundary, you can hit a boundary. The two batters are just now toying with Kazi Kings. We had two wonderful games today. This one is shaping up to be a game where the batting side is definitely going to be getting a big score. The question is whether the side who's bowling now will be able to recover from the battering and put on a good show with the bat in hand when the time comes. At this point in time, Kazi Kings look down. They look rattled. They're lacking energy. But a couple of wickets can change things. It's amazing how wickets add energy into your tiring bodies. Oh, just tried to run that down to third man. That Faiz Murshid misses that. The first 10 overs of this innings are done. 76 for none. And they've definitely belonged to Tech Republic. Shumon with 100 on his back comes on to bowl. Bowling from round the wicket, trying to keep the ball away from the hitting arc of Ashish Dutt. This is good. Trying something new. Trying to confuse the batters. Trying to make the batters adjust to something new. It was nicely played away through the offside by Das. Is that? That's out! That's out! Is that the moment of magic Kazi Kings needed? A brilliant bit of fielding, a direct throw from the boundary, and H.M. Faiz Murshid is out of here. Is this the moment which will bring Kazi Kings back into things? They're suddenly smiling. This is the best way for a team downtrodden to come back into the game through a brilliant piece of fielding. 77 for 1 now. Abdul Rahman is the new man out there. Kazi Kings will need to squeeze this new batter. He'll need to create pressure on this new batter. They have gotten an opening through that brilliant bit of fielding, through that run out. They need to take advantage of that. Oh, that's the second one done. And this time, Shubhan Ahmed is the wicket taker. This has been a fantastic over for Kazi Kings. 2 wickets in it. Abdul Rahman, in his first ball, gets down the pitch and tries to hit a 6 and misses it completely. It was not really a smart shot there. Czech Republic lose the second. They're 78 for 2 and Kazi Kings have a sniff. Shimon, can he get another one? Way outside the off stick, ZTX with Oyo! The ball falls in no man's land. Suddenly, this game has picked up in speed, pace, and excitement. What an over from Shubhan Ahmed. A run out and a wicket, and 3 runs. 11 overs gone, 79 for 2 Czech Republic suddenly. The skipper, Kazi Fahad, comes back on and starts off with a terrible delivery down the leg side again. It's really important for him to produce a good backup over to the Shuman Ahmed over. ZTX Ridoy means business. Played a big booming lofted cover drive to start off his innings. No time's going to be wasted here from the look of things from Tech Republic. They're trying to bat Kazi Kings out of this game. You can see ZTX Ridoy has come out with a lot of intent. Ashish Das, we've seen a lot of action from the other end. Is on, gets a floaty delivery, hits it straight back over the bowler's head for a sixer. That will snuffle out any kind of momentum Kazi Kings would have been on about. It's a terrible delivery from Kazi Fahad. A floated, full over-pitch delivery, asking to be hit. Ashish Das obliges. That's 50 for Ashish Das. He's gone from here for the time being because in LMS, he retire after getting to 50. So that could be another opening for Kazi Kings because that means that they have two new batters out there. And Kazi Kings can put on the squeeze and try to keep them down to 130, 140. Let's say it's going to be tough, but Kazi Kings need to keep on telling themselves that they can do it. Wrapped on the pads, not given by the umpire. It's difficult to get an LBW in your favor, bowling from round the wicket against a lefty. Because the natural angle will take the ball down the leg side. Well bowled again, and it's a dot, so good end to the over for Kings and Fahad. "12 overs are done. We're waiting for the confirmation on the score. Shimon to continue. He had quite the start to his bowling spell. Firstly, there was a run out, and then he got the wicket of Abdul Rahman. Cut away nicely, but he'll pick out the fielder. ZTX Ridoy is a hard-hitting batsman, loves to play his shots. Takes the aerial route. Will pick up a couple of runs. Has been really targeting that region, ZTX Ridoy. Takes a few steps forward again. He has shown a lot of intent as Hridoy. That's a full toss. But Hridoy fails to cash in. Another over 6 by 13 overs are done. Well, that was an interesting delivery from Kazi Fahad. When it started off, it seemed like it's going to be a full banger. Then it started dipping, and it came down quite nicely. It was a very good delivery in the end. Scoreboard has been refreshed, thankfully. 13.1, 92 for 2. ZTX Hridoy has a hike at that one, gets an inside edge. Well, the keeper has to chase it. The fielder finally comes around. It's going to be a couple of runs. ZTX Hridoy moves on to 9 from 10 with that couple. 13.2 gone, 94 for 2. Kazi Fahad, that's skipper. This final over has had a very disappointing day out for the ball in hand. Things have definitely quietened since Ashish Das's demise, but he wasn't out. He just had to leave the scene because he had gotten to his 50. Doesn't matter. Kazi Kings will take it. It has given them the chance to claw their way back into the game. But Kazi Fahad keeps on dishing out these leg side wides. Is that another one? No. ZTX Hridoy wants it. Mushfiq Nitol says it touched your pad. Hridoy says no. Kazi Fahad just bowled 2 straight deliveries. Finish your spell. There's one. Bit of a lull out there. ZTX Hridoy has tried his best to break free, but has not succeeded as of yet. The bowling has been decent, hasn't been exceptional or anything, but it has been decent. And that's a good end. 14 done, 97 for 2. Oh, that's another one for Shumon. That's number 2 for him, and it's pumped up. It was a quickish off spinner from Shumon, and he has struck again. That's his second wicket. He's taken both left-handers out. First one was Abdur Rahman, who was cleaned up. Now Russell Mia has been cleaned up. This is a pretty good fight back from Kazi Kings. Can they keep this up? Can they keep this down to 140? Hasib Rahman. And now the bludgeoning batter comes out to bat. Oh, what a beautiful delivery from Shumon. He's really loved this round the wicket angle. He's bowled from the same angle to both righties and lefties. And he has been by far the best bowler for his side. And it's his spell that has brought the Kazi Kings back into the game slightly. But this is a very dangerous partnership. Hasif Rahman and ZTX Ridoy. Both are big hitters. And they will not be pushing and prodding around, that's for sure. Unless you get them out, they're going to hurt you. But we can see that it's a bit difficult for new players to come out and start playing their shots. So this means that it will be a tricky run chase for Kazi Kings, which is expected because that will be... This actually is the 5th innings on the same pitch today. And when Kazi Kings come out to bed, that will be the 6th innings. It will get slower and slower. It will get better and better for the spinners. And Shumon has been exclusively bowling offies in this over. A magnificent over from Shumon passes by. He has really been phenomenal. 3 overs, 9 runs, 2 wickets. 98 for 3 after 50. Munir here. Short delivery pulled away powerfully by Hasif Rahman. And what can you say about that pathetic bit of fielding? It's a semi-final game. Your team had a terrible start. Shumon, with his brilliance, has brought you back into the game. And you do that in the field. And that shot, that bit of fielding, that terrible bit of fielding, could release all the pressure built up by Shumon Ahmed. Cut away there by Hasif. And back-to-back boundaries, pressure released. Terrible bowling from Munir as well, 2 drag downs. 1 hit away to the onside, 1 played away through the offside. He came from round the wicket trying to emulate what Shumon Ahmed did, but definitely did not work, so he has gone back to over. The damage has already been done in this over, 8 runs and 2 balls. See, we talk about partnership in terms of batting in cricket, but partnership bowling is almost as important as partnership batting because, you know, at the other end, Shumon has been bowling magnificently. And from this end, Munir comes in and releases all the pressure. It's come back well, but 10 runs already conceded, so damage done. I believe that partnership bowling is as important as partnership batting because you need help from your mates. You know, cricket is a team game and you need help from your mates. And now the poor delivery outside the off stick, beautifully played away by Hasif Rahman. Nizamuddin Manik shows off his footballing skills there. And he keeps it down to a couple. A terrible over from Munir comes to an end. He has been terrible today, unfortunately. 16 done, 110 for 3. The 17th over begins. Nizamuddin Manik is back on. Well, pretty nicely at the start. Was very unlucky. He will have to produce a couple of good overs here at the back end. A good start, a quicker delivery. He's got an awkward action, and he makes it hard for the batters to pick him. That's a single. Asif Rahman has started off well. 13 of 9. ZTX Hridoy has been slow. 12 from 14. With that single, he will move on to 13 from 15. Asif Rahman now back on strike. Cracked away through the offside. No pace to work with on that occasion from Manik. And it will be a single. Hit away powerfully by ZTX. Once again, gets the toe end of the bat. And it's just a single. We've seen quite a few of these shots from ZTX Hridoy, but they've only resulted in the singles. It's been a pretty good over this far from Manik. 3 balls, 3 singles, 17th over. Known as the moving over of a T20 innings. 4 balls, 4 singles. Brilliant stuff. Can he close out this over now? ZTX Hridoy really needs to get a move on. Oh, what a beautiful delivery from Manik. Tossed it up. The ball turned back in. And Hridoy had to check his shot. 5 runs from that over. Phenomenal over from Nizamuddin Manik. His good day continues with the ball. 17 down. Czech Republic are 115 for 3. Shumon Ahmed to bowl out here. He has been the knight for Kazi Kings. 3.1 overs, 10 runs, 2 wickets. He's got 100 on his back and has performed like 100 as well. Once again, the batter gets beaten. It's been something about Shumon today. The batters have just not summed him up. That awkward angle he's operating from, the changes of pace, they've really troubled the batters. Drags it to the onside as Asif Rahman. Just a single. Is a fantastic phase of bowling from Kazi Kings. Nizamuddin Manik was brilliant in the previous over, and Shumon Ahmed, as expected, is backing him up. 2 more balls to go. Hit away uppishly. Falls in no man's land again. They're going to try to come back for the second. No, it's just a single. Brilliant again from Shumon. And brilliant piece of fielding as well. Keeping it down to just a single. Czech Republic will not be pleased about what's going on out there. They would have been hoping for a much better finish. They still have the time though. But at this point in time, Kazi Kings will be pretty satisfied with what's going on. But right on cue, Asif Rahman hit Shumon Ahmed's final ball for a sixer. Badly needed that one, did Czech Republic, and Asif Rahman is the man. Shumon Ahmed is done for the day. 4 overs, 2 wickets, 18 runs with the last ball 6. Czech Republic after 18 are 124 for 3. Nizamuddin Manik here to bowl the penultimate over of this innings. ZTX Hridoy, can he do something? Is hit it straight? And is hit it for a maximum. Back-to-back sixes here. For Tech Republic, that's exactly what they needed. 130 on the board now. Nine more balls to go. That's a better delivery from Manik. Pitches and turns. Will be a single. They really needed that, Tech Republic, those couple of sixes. The momentum had really stagnated and the innings was not really going anywhere. Those sixes will definitely help. Hasif Rahman charges and gets another sixer. Suddenly it's raining sixes from the bat of Hasif and ZTX. Nizamuddin Manik is pretty grumpy with himself. It bowled so well up until this point. It's always a risk to bowl a spinner so late into the innings. Floated, Hasif hits it straight down the fielder's throat. AB Rakib makes no mistake. Hasif Rahman's wonderful cameo comes to an end. 27 of 15, well played, son. 137 for 4, and Nizamuddin Manik finally has a wicket to his name. Qatul Islam is the new man out there. Another lovely delivery from Nizamuddin Manik. The ball pitching just a bit outside off stick or on off stick and turning back into the batter. Slow ball, the batter had to wait. But he did it nicely though, and he placed it into a pocket and picked up a couple. A very expensive end to Manik's spell. 19 done, 139 for 4. Final over is coming, and this total is starting to get out of hand now. ZTX has to take charge, and he tries to do that. Charges down the pitch. Should get a couple of runs. And that's a good result for Czech Republic. The in-batter will be on strike, although he hasn't really had a good day, but still, you would prefer your in-batter to be on strike. 141 now on the board. 4 more balls to go. Could have easily been a drag on there. Gets away with it, does ZTX. Coming back for the second. Bowler up to the sticks. A very poor throw from the wicket keeper. Allows ZTX to get back in. So a couple of twos to start off the final over. Munir was not given the new ball today and has been very, very ineffective. It's a very strange decision to not give him the new ball and give it to Nizamuddin Manik. Iqbal bowled pretty nicely with the new ball. He was unlucky. Keeper missed a straightforward opportunity of his bowling in the very first over of Ashish Das. Swung away by ZTX. This time it's straight to the fielder. It's just going to be a single. 2 more balls to go now. They'll be hoping to keep it to under 150. That will give them a psychological boost. That's hit away. Alcatul has hit it away. Chayon is the fielder there. And it's a single, so 6 runs have come from the first 4 balls. Here's the final ball of the over, final ball of the innings as well. ZTX will be hoping to hit a home run. Slayed away through the offside. It's a good bit of fielding there with the boundary. Waiting for the umpire's confirmation on whether that was a boundary or not. The fielder was very close to the boundary rope. No, it's just a couple. So 147 for 4 is the final score for Czech Republic. Kazi Kings will need 148 to go on and get to the final. All right, folks, so we're going to come back soon with the run chase. Please stay with us.
Welcome back, folks, with the run chase. This is the third game of the day of Rangpur Riders Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by TSports, Czech Republic, and Kazi Kings are the competitors of the semi-final game. Batting first, Kazi Kings managed to score 146 from the 20 overs, so it's the task for the Czech Republic batters to chase down 147 if they want to win the game. And it's not going to be a tough one. It's not going to be a tough one because we have seen very close matches in the first game. Dhaka Warriors, they lost by 1 run in the second game. That was also a tight game. The losing side lost the game by just 12 runs. So it's anybody's game. In this innings, the team will bowl or bat in a better way. They're going to have the better chance to win. That was a poor delivery down the leg side. Just a little nudge around, and that races away to the fence for 4 runs. A.B. Rakib and Shuman Ahmed are the openers for Kazi Kings. Imri Aukatul Islam, the right-handed fast bowler, is opening the things up for Czech Republic. And in the early morning, while inspecting the pitch, me and my co-commentator Samit Sadman Mirza were having a chat with the curator, and he stated that this pitch will be very much instrumental for the sake of the batters. But in the third game, which is taking place right now, in this game, the spinners, at the same time the fast bowlers, they may extract some extra advantage. We have seen the fast bowlers, they have done well in the first 2 games. Some swing from Munubhab Dash, Papon, and in the first game, beautiful bowling by Sadib Musharraf Muller as well. So in this game, Aukatul Islam is having some swing as well in the previous delivery. That one swung away. This time also, hint of shape outside the off stump. Ends the first over with a single. After 1, it's 7 for none. Mohammad Hasif Rahman is the opening partner for Katul, and he starts with a poor wide delivery down the leg side. Shuman Ahmed. Oh, that's a thick edge. And that runs off for a boundary. Absolutely lucky runs. The keeper tried his best. Had the full-fledged dive, but that was impossible to stop. My question is, the ball is swinging late away from the right-hander. Why don't you have a slip? That could be another option. Yes, in this form of cricket, it's important to protect your boundaries, and as a result, all the fielders, they stand in the boundary zone. But sometimes when your bowler is generating some swing, you may have a slip in order to be more aggressive. That's a powerful strike, and that one goes like a bullet to the ropes for 4 runs. Very nicely done by AB Rakib. The long off fielder that he was in the widest position, and as a result, Rakib played a straightish shot, an attempt of replicating the previous one. This time he misses out. But this has been a good start for Kazi Kings. 17 already on the board. The second over, just a ball to go. If they can maintain this run rate, then it'll be definitely easy for them to progress in the later part, as this was the second wide of the over, so no extra delivery. 3 runs added to the card. After 2, it's 20 for none. Right, Okatul continues expectedly as he was generating some good amount of swing. He should be continuing as long as the shine of the ball is on, as long as the ball is new. Some swing and some movement from Okatul Islam will be expected, and if out of that one they can produce a wicket, that'll be the most anticipated one for the Tech Republic fans. Short delivery, hammered away, and picks out a single. That was outside off. He dragged that one towards the onside. That's a good shot, but there is some protection out there. An easy single. So runs are coming. If you have a look, the Kazi Kings batters, they haven't given away so many dot balls. They're scoring either single or double, whatever they can. They're scoring runs, and they are not eating up dot balls. And as a team, when the strike is being rotated, the runs are coming, it creates an invisible pressure on the opponent side. The bowlers, they get a bit demotivated, and the fielders, after a certain time, they also lose the motivation. That's a good over. After 3, it's 25 for none. Right, so some spin. It's Russell Mia with his first over and starts off with an armor. That one came back in with some serious pace. And that's interesting to see because just the fourth over of the game and the shine of the ball is still on. Then again, you're bringing a spinner. That's interesting. Well, a thinking might be going through the mind of the captain of Czech Republic that as this is the sixth innings of the day in this particular wicket, you'll find more cracks over there, which may assist the spinners to produce some turn. At the same time, the ball just may keep a bit low. Appeal, but Mushfiq Nital, the umpire says no. He was signaling this one, probably missing the leg stick. It's always tough for the commentators. At the same time, the audience is to predict from this particular vision, as we do not have the luxury to have the Hawkeye. That's a fine shot. That's picked up, but very good work in the deep by the fielder as well. That was straight back over the bowler's head, but the fieldsman from the long off region does extremely well to stop the ball. This has been another very good over from Russell Mia. Hope he ends well. The last ball. Oh, that one zipped through. A slight appeal by the keeper. 4 gone, it's 29 for none. A single to start the over number 5. It's Ashish Dash, the right arm off break bowler. Starts off well. So the spinners in business after the third over. The pacers have been removed from the equation. That's lofted, but won't get the distance. The spinners are expecting some turn and some assistance from the wicket. That is the reason why they have been brought into the attack. At the same time, if we have a look from the first 3 overs, there was 25 runs. Catch it is the shout, landing in the no man's land. So from the first 3 overs, there were 25 runs. But after the third over, when the spinner was introduced, that was Russell Mia and now Ashish Dash, the flow of the run has been able to slow down. Well bowled. At the same time, the ball kept low a little bit. That is also very much evident. So it's certainly the spinners who are going to be the key factor in this track, at least in this game. Some uneven bounce, some uneven turn definitely are gonna bemused the batter. 5 gone, 34 for none. That's a big shot, and that is big enough. Gone all the way with some wings in the ball for the maximum. It's Shumon Ahmed who takes the charge against Russell Mia. That was absolutely nailed down the ground. I was talking about the spinners. They have been able to slow down their run rate a little bit, but this time it's Shumon Ahmed who says, no, I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm gonna take the charge and punish the spinners as well, just like what I did with the fast bowlers. But this has been a very, very good start by Kazi Kings. 41 already on the board, and in just 5.2 overs, they haven't lost any wicket also. That really indicates how positive the start has been in their favor. At the same time, what the batters are doing, they are not waiting for the poor deliveries to punish it away. They are taking singles and doubles just like these in almost every delivery. Yes, there was a couple of dot balls, but this one was a double, which really compensated that deficit. These little things really matters. As I was talking about, the first game of the day was won by TSports by just 1 run. And in the second game, that was also a close encounter. Eventually, the triumphal team, they won the game by 12 runs. So definitely, each run is important. 6 overs have been bowled. It's 45 for none. So Ashish Dash continues, had a fruitful first over, just gave away 5 runs. He's not a big spinner of the ball, Ashish Dash. And what he does is, he tries to maintain the proper channel. Bowls at a decent pace, which is also important for the spinners in this era, in this modern era. It's not only about the flight, it's not only about the loop, it's not about the turn. Your pace is absolutely equally important as your turn, as your bounce, as your loop. We see Rashid Khan, or nowadays Mujibur Rahman, or the other spinners just like Mitchell Santner and Nathan Lyon, Shakib Al Hassan. They also try to maintain the pace of their ball as well, not only the spin. Ashish Dash, as an off spinner, he is also trying to do the same. And what he does well is he has been able to check the runs, hasn't conceded any boundary yet. The last ball, and he ends well, although it's a single. But 10 runs from the first 2 overs of Ashish Dash, it results well. After 7, Kazi Kings 50 for none. 50 comes up with the single of the last ball. It's Muhammad Abdul Rahman, more spin for Tech Republic. They are dealing with the spinners. As I already have mentioned, the 6th innings of the day, where the assistants are offered to the spinners by the wicket, and the curator of this venue was also saying the same thing. For this reason, the spinners are in the operation for the 5 consecutive overs. There was Russell Mia, Ashish Dash, and now it's Muhammad Abdul Rahman. But sadly, the spinners have not been able to break the shackles. We haven't witnessed any wicket yet, and Kazi Kings got a very good start for that reason. As they need 95 runs from the last 62 deliveries, these players should be circumspect. They're already set in the middle. They know the wicket very well, how it is behaving, how the spinners are very much hungry to take wicket, and they're entrapping the batters to make the mistake. The way they are taking singles like these, they should continue it at any cost. For 5 runs from this over, it's 55 for 8. Right, so the economical Ashish Dash continues his third over. Once again maintains good line, good length as well. Not tossing it up much, not giving it short as well. Very sensible as a bowler. So from the last 15 deliveries, 15 singles have been picked up. So it really shows that how watchful the Kazi King's batters are Shuman Ahmed and Mohammad Rakib. Begging pardon, it's AB Rakib. This is the single number 16. So as the spinners, they are proving to be very much effective. They are not charging them, just taking singles and doubles, not playing some unnecessary lofty shots which may cause the end of them. This partnership has carried a lot the innings of Kazi Kings. Oh, there was an attempt of a big shot eventually, which was missed, and the keeper signals there was no edge induced. After 9, it's 59 for none. Advances down the ground in the very first ball of the over number 10. That's nicely steered down to the third man. Another single. So the spinners are bowling their 7 consecutive overs, and boundaries are not coming. Oh, there's a chance of a run around. That's gone, I reckon. Yes, the finger has been raised by Mushfiq Nital. There was a desperate dive by Shuman Ahmed, the relatively more aggressive batter. And he's out. Eventually some success for Tech Republic, and it's a run out. It's Hassanuzzaman Ripon replaces Shumon Ahmed. The set batter, he had to sacrifice his wicket due to that run out, and that certainly would be a big blow for Kazi Kings. They had a flying start. I was talking about that. The spinners, they were not turning the ball much. They were just maintaining a decent channel and just trying to build the pressure. As the pressure was on, runs were not coming, the boundaries were not coming. As a result, there was a desperation of playing a big shot. This time it's a very good shot, straight as an arrow, and that runs off to the fence for another boundary. Eventually a boundary after a long, long time. After 10, Kazi Kings 67 for 1. Advances down the ground. As the balls are keeping low in some cases, the batters are not taking the risk of playing big shots. There are some possibilities of getting LBW or a miss it, or they may get bowled as the bounce is not even in this track. That is the reason why they were consistently taking singles. On the mission of a double, Shumon had to depart. Yet again, it's going to be a tough encounter. 79 from 48. If Czech Republic can take another wicket, it's going to be a very crispy one. That's a very good shot. Good effort by the bowler Ashish Dash as well. These sort of commitments are needed, very much needed for the Czech Republic bowlers. At the same time, the fielders, because if there is a proper cooperation from the fielding side, at the same time the bowlers, they would also be pumped up and very much keen to break the partnership. Once again, that's a punch on the back foot. This is a good part by the Kazi Kings batter, that they are picking up singles and doubles, not eating up dot balls. In the first innings, we have seen a lot of balls to be left by the batter. I am not remembering the name. That was HM Fawaz Murshid. Thank you so very much, my co-commentator Sadman. He was on the mic on that particular time. So they are not wasting any deliveries. Singles, doubles, these are the cases. And that's very much rational as well, because you can't hit away every ball. And it's not very much logical to wait for the bad ball as well. Anyways, over number 11 gone. After 11, it's 72 for 1. Alright, so some more spin. This is going to be the 9th consecutive overs where spinners are bowling no fast bowler after the over number 3. Okatul Islam bowled couple of overs, and another one was done by another pacer. Henceforward, everything has been bowled by the spinners. As I mentioned, that the spinners would have more advantage and assistance. Oh, they're coming back for the second one. This is very good running. Yes, they had a run out on that mission. and on the previous time, but this time they have managed it very well. So the spinners, as they're supposed to, have more advantage from the wicket as there are more cracks right now, the sixth innings of the day. For this reason, the Czech Republic skipper having more faith on the spinners. And the spinners have bowled well, in fact. Except just a boundary, I haven't seen them to bowl unnecessary short balls or the looseners. That was a little back of length, but this happens. It's not possible always to maintain that block hole zone. Once again, there was a thought of a second one. As boundaries are not coming, second runs are sometimes important as the distance is getting broader. 71 from 41, so you cannot win just by taking singles. You need boundaries, you need over boundaries, and when boundaries and over boundaries are not coming, sometimes the batters feel that it's the time to take a second one. Otherwise, we won't be able to minimize the gap between the ball and the run. The officials of this game are Mushfiq Nital and Naeem, very experienced ones in terms of last man stands Bangladesh. After 12, it's 78 for 1 Kazi Kings. Right, so the spin mission continues. It's HM Faiz Murshid with his first over. Rolls his wrist over in the first ball. Well, the spinners used by the Czech Republic skipper, Ashish. There was another one that was most likely Abdul Rahman. They haven't spun the ball much. But HM Faiz Murshid seems to rely on the turn more than the other bowlers. That one also turned in. So the difference is getting broader, as I was talking about. It's 67 runs to get from the last 38. And these are the shots you need at this point of time. Just a little shimmy down the pitch and just thumping it away down the ground just past the bowler. Boundary after a while. And that is certainly going to break the shackles for the batters of Kazi Kings. AB Rakib moves on to 36. His partner Hasinuzzaman Ripon batting on 13. Yes, they haven't lost wickets, but the flow of the run has been slowed down a bit. So if they want to accelerate, they need shots like these, boundaries like these. Yes, they're picking up singles. That's very much commendable. Not eating up dot balls. But you always can't wait for the freebies. You need to take the charge. in some good deliveries as well. Sometimes risks are needed to be taken. Once again, some turn offered by HM Fawaz Murshid. He's relying on his wrist more. If you have a look, sadly, we do not have the luxury to see the replay in LMS. Anyways, 13 gone, it's 87 for 1. Single in the first ball. Russell Mia makes his comeback. Oh, thought of a second run. What are they doing? That was straight to the man. Why would you attempt of taking a second run? That was absolutely a harakiri if that run was taken. So 34 balls remaining, 60 runs to be scored. They need boundaries, not these risky doubles. That's drilled down the ground, but the fielder from long off, begging pardon, long on in business. As the balls are keeping low, if they want to hit a boundary, sweep can be a very good option, but this time it's gone up in the air, but landing just short of the whitish long off. So they're trying to charge the bowler as they have to ease the jitters. Once again came down the pitch, but not really connecting it properly as well as he would have liked to connect it. Hasinuzaman Ripon and AB Rakib, both of them are trying hard. That's an inside out shot, but yet again finds the man in the deep. So the success of the spinners continues for the 11 consecutive overs. It's 92 for 1 Kazi Kings. They need 56 from the last 5 overs, being pardoned for the last 6 overs. Right, that's a leg spinner from Fawaz Murshid. I was talking about this, that he's an off spinner and he is much more dependent on his wrist. He rolls his wrist over to turn the ball, and this time that was something else. That was absolutely the reverse one. Once again, that's a leg spinner, and that has been thumped down the ground, but once again it finds the fielder. This is the problem, that they're hitting the ball straight to the fielder, not even picking doubles. Kazi Kings batters, they are circumspect, they are watchful, but at this point of time, they need to take risks. That's off the edge, and that just may run down to the fence. Yes, it does. So a welcome boundary after a long time, and this is what they were striving for. Very close to 100. It's 98 for 1 and still a long way to go. 50 more runs needed from the last 28 deliveries. Of course, boundaries are needed to be scored. Once again comes down the pitch, hits it high up in the air. Is it far enough? No, it isn't. In the hands, and there's a chance of a double play as well. And Faiz Murshid misses it. Hands on heads for the fielders. Success for Faiz Murshid in his second over, and it's AB Rakib who needs to go back to the pavilion. A very good fight back from Czech Republic. Yes, the Kazi Kings batters, they were trying to break the shackles, but on that mission, HM Faiz Murshid says, wait brother, I'm here. It's 100 for 2. Right, so it's Muhammad Muniruzzaman. Goes again over the head of the bowler. It's 100 for 2. Kazi Kings still 47 being put in. It's 101 for 2. Over number 15 ends. 47 runs needed from the last 5 overs. Last ball. Oh, is that a stumping? Is it? Yes! The finger has been raised by the leg umpire Naeem, and that's another one. The spinners. This is the 13 consecutive overs for the spinners of Kazi Kings, and as they predicted, they'll be the key factor. They are doing the job for Czech Republic. It's getting tougher. It's getting very harder for Kazi Kings and their batters. So Chayan Shorkar makes his way to the middle immediately. He hits it big up in the air, but luckily that one lands safely. It could be another wicket. I reckon the message is very clear for the batters of Kazi Kings. As they need boundaries, they are going after every delivery, which is not the ideal thing to do. They were playing in a decent manner, taking singles and doubles, but sadly, they did not take the risk on that point, but now they are taking risk. It is needed, I understand, but it would have been better if they had taken that risk beforehand. Once again, the sign of aggression. Sean Sharker has faced a couple of deliveries so far. The new batter. But from the very first ball, he's trying to swing big, trying to pick out a boundary. Takes a single to keep the strike for the next over. 44 to get from the last 4 overs. It's 104 for 3. HM Foyz Murshid this time delivers a leg spinner. He is doing everything. He started with off spin and now he is turning the ball away with his leg spin. He's seeming to be an all-rounder. In the first game between Dhaka Warriors and TSports, we have seen Salib the Mosharraf Muller, the skipper of Dhaka Warriors, to do the same. He started off with spin, then he became a fast bowler. And I was discussing with my fellow commentator Sadman that he was a fast bowler in the early days. I have faced his ball and he used to be a very fearsome fast bowler. Pulled him! That one zipped through, right through the gate of Sean Sharker and went on to hit the middle stump. Absolutely cleaned him up. HM Foyz Murshid, he is turning out to be the key spinner for Tech Republic. Already second wicket under his belt. And this time, it was Sean Sharker. Right, Iqbal Ilahi comes and joins Hassanuzzaman Ripon. There was an appeal as well. And interesting to see, Foyz Murshid was producing some turn and now, with that, some extra bounce as well. That's interesting. Another leg spinner played aerial. Will just find a single. So it is getting very tougher for Kazi Kings. 41 run to be scored from just 15 balls. It's not going to be a piece of cake. Right, the fast bowler, Okatul returns after 14 overs. Oh, he delivers a full toss that has been played high up in the air. Oh, that could be the catch. He missed it. That could be the cotton bowled. He himself can't believe that. How did he drop this one? The question is, has he hurt himself? It would be better if we had the replay to confirm it, but that was certainly a chance. That's a big swing of the back, and the swing has connected very sweetly. That's disappeared into the stands for a big 6. Yes, I was suspecting Okatul is having some issues with his right leg. It'll be a big loss if he can't bowl properly. We have seen in the first game Tanveer Ahmed to limp for a while. Despite limping, he has completed his full quota and has bowled very nicely. Let's see what Okatul does. 35 from 13. It's possible, but a lot of works to be done. Oh, well bowled, very well bowled. Right into the block hole zone. And nothing much to be done when these deliveries come. Either you can step forward, 1 or 2 steps forward for turning that one to be a full toss, or if possible just play a wristy flick. That's also very tough. And remember, these players are not the professional ones. They're definitely amateur players, and they do not have that much competency as the international cricketers. So that's also understandable. Last ball is coming up of Okatul's over. He has been relatively much expensive. Once again bowls well. Another Yorker. That's dug well, but only a single. 32 runs from the last 10 balls, which is going to be absolutely a tough job for Kazi Kings. But still, cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. You can't predict anything as long as it's possible. So HM Faiz Murshid, with his last over, has done exceedingly well with the ball in hand. We were criticizing him for leaving the balls, but with the ball he has absolutely compensated his batting effort. Single in the first ball, which is certainly not going to be an auspicious one for Kazi Kings. Steps down and gets cleaned up. What's happening there? I reckon he was gone. The keeper, the bowler, everyone thought he was gone, but the leg umpire, Naeem, he thinks no, the batter was in. It doesn't really matter. Czech Republic, they won't mind with this because that's an important dot delivery. And now the equation is to get 31 runs from the last 8 balls. I don't think Hasinuzzaman Ripon and Iqbal Illahi are that kind of batters who can show some fireworks and win it for Kazi Kings. Once again, a single. It's getting out of the hand of the Kazi Kings players. Another dot ball. Another swing, another miss. 30 from the last 6. It is nearly getting impossible. Oh, that was close. That was very close. No one knows how did that one miss the stumps. So the over number 19, Gone Okatul, a begging pardon, HM Faiz Murshid completes a brilliant spell. And now it's Okatul Islam with the final over. 30 runs needed, which seems nearly impossible the way these two have batted. I personally do not believe that they can hit at least 5 sixes or anything like that to win the game from this situation. Big shot, flying high, there's someone, and straight into his hands. Another one bites the dust, and it really confirms that Kazi Kings, it absolutely has gone out of their hand. It's Nizamuddin Mani. Begging pardon, yes, it's Nizamuddin Mani is the new batter. And that's another brilliant Yorker by Okatul. He has been very much consistent in terms of his line, in terms of his length. He had some issues, some cramps, I reckon, with his right leg. But he has been absolutely spot on. Here is another one. Absolutely castled him up. It's the celebration time, not only because of the wicket, it's because of the confirmation of their victory as well. Even if the last two balls are being hit for over boundaries, certainly Czech Republic are going to win it. It was a horrible decision by the skipper of Kazi Kings. They already have witnessed the first two games was won by the batting first team. Why would you choose to bowl first? Okatul continues his brilliant bowling, and that once again confirms that they are winning it, Czech Republic. Just a ball to go, 27 runs to be scored. It's never possible unless Okatul deliberately gives away runs. He won't do that. That's a big swing. How far is that traveling? How far is that traveling? Is it out? Is it 6? Where's the signal? That's probably out. Yes, that's the wicket. And the match ends. Kazi Kings, they won the game by 15 runs. A brilliant performance by the bowlers, especially the spinners. They have kept the things tight and made it very much complicated for the batters, who were in a very good shape. So congratulations to Czech Republic for wrapping up the things in style, and commiseration to Kazi Kings. They also fought hard, but it's bad luck. It can happen. This is the game of glorious uncertainty. And the toss was a big factor. The skipper of Kazi Kings, he already has witnessed the first two games were won by the teams who bowled second. But then again, he decided to bowl first. And right, so all the captains made the same decision, and they certainly are the loser one. So that's it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us. We will be right back in the next week with the final action. Till then, stay with us, stay safe. Goodbye.